What's up, everyone? So, I'm free. Oh, that's not funny. So, yeah, I've got, my house is a mess. I've got stuff like, jackets and my camera bag, the drone stuff, and blankets and pillows everywhere. Not a lot of dishes. I use paper plates and red cups like all the time. I don't even mess with that stuff, man. I use one fork, one spoon, one knife, and then I wash it when I'm done with it. It just makes it easier, right? Makes it easier. So when we got back, we just dumped everything onto there's the bags here, all this stuff here. We just dumped everything. Let me see, put this right here. There we go. Because, like, I don't know, I didn't want to bring it into the house in case we had spiders or bugs and stuff. And these are like tents and the ground covers and the wool blankets that we were sitting on. But I just said, let's just throw it all in the garage. I'll go through it later. Make sure everything's clean and then, roll it up, whatever, how it needs to be done, and then I'll put it away for the next time. Because the funny thing was, one of my sleeping bag, I had not unrolled it since the last Can We Survive thing that we did, and out there, it was out wherever we were, I just shoved it in there. So it could have had, nasty stuff in it. Luckily it didn't. But I do like to, you don't have to do it all the time, but it's nice to check your gear, right? So if you've got some space in the garage or the driveway, just lay it out. Let it sit in the sun a little bit too, if you have that chance, if it's not snowing outside. And make sure your gear's clean before you put it away, because you never know how long it's going to be put away for. Like I said, my gear had been put away for over a year. The camping stuff, not all the stuff, some of the stuff I use all the time. Look at that light. You got a shiny forehead. What else? So, yeah, it was an interesting trip. It was, we had some other stuff planned that we weren't able to get to because of the thing with Guns, losing his passport temporarily, which is a big deal, He could have been stuck down here for another week, which puts a hurting on us for, playing and making videos for You Always Win. Because we're, if we're together in the same place, yes, I probably could come up with something, but it just wouldn't be the same. Plus, you want to get home for his son's birthday, because that's why we planned. Usually he doesn't travel the same days like he did. But I think it all worked out. We had a good time. We had a really good time. I'm just hoping, I don't know if my expectations have gone to another level or something, but I'm hoping that we were able to capture the look and the feel of where we were at, because it was not just this is an easy spot. We went so far in that we had to have the Jeep with us. We had to have the vehicle with us. A lot of people hike in and camp, and I get that and I love that too, but we were over an hour plus worth of off-road driving in and out of valleys and mountains deep into the forest, where we actually found a spot that we wanted to do our trip on. And like I said in the video, if you tried to if you were gonna park in some parking lot, like you would do, you go to a place, you park, then you hike in. You're talking 8 to 10 miles of the roughest terrain on an off-road vehicle. You can't walk straight because there's huge mountains, 1,000-foot mountains. You got to walk through the lower valleys of these mountains to work your way deeper and deeper into the forest. So it was a great spot. I'm just hoping that we captured just how remote it was. I did send a drone straight up from where I put the campfire. I had a very small spot in the trees that I could send the drone straight up and look down, and then I panned around so you can see. It's crazy. Awesome forest. Really had a lot of fun. Now, in the past, it felt more like a vacation with a video, right? This felt more like a video, making a video and vacation. It kind of felt a touch more workmanlike, because we had a plan of certain shots that we wanted to get. you know, beginning, ending, more like you would make sure that you get all the shots. So all that being said, I hope it really turns out good. I didn't want to ever lose. Like, to me, the best part of Can We Survive, those are my camo blankets. The best part of Can We Survive is the interaction between Niels and myself, right? The sitting there and eating bad food or good food, sitting around the fire, you know, just shooting the poop with everybody. So I think it'll be good. But now today's going to be a cleanup day. I just want to, I'm not really like ADD about it, but I like to get everything put away, you know, get everything cleaned up, put away. That way I just know that, I just like knowing there's not something lingering waiting that I need to do, right? I'm excited though to see how they turn out. I'm also excited to, it's cold in here. These are not boxers, Paul. These are my lounge shorts. But I'm just sitting in a t-shirt and shorts, and it's like 30 degrees in my garage. You know, it's funny. I was watching Live PD last night because Guns was gone. So I was watching Live PD last night, and they were showing Spokane, Washington, and it was snow everywhere, and they got their hats on, and it looked awesome. It looked like, oh my God. And they're like, oh, it's 27 or it's 30 degrees out. And I'm like 30 degrees? It's like 24 degrees here, but it looks like it's summertime because there's nothing on the ground and the sun is shining. So it's deceiving how cold it is here. This is not just the high desert. This is like the mountainous desert. So, you know, my house is around 5,500 feet. And then where we were between 6,500 and 7,000 at some points. And it was cold. But what we did find is, as we worked our way from our place back down the mountain to some of the lower valleys in those mountains, it dropped like 10 degrees. It dropped into the teens. So I think we got a little bit lucky that, you know how hot air heat rises, especially in the morning, first thing in the morning. Wow, it was colder down those valleys. If we would have picked one of those spots, it would have been exactly like that miserable trip that we had back in California where we like felt hypothermic. Like we didn't sleep. It was so cold. It was bad. It was bad and good at the same time, right? All right, well, I should check in and we're going to get back to normal business, you know, making videos, going out. I'd like to go do some target shooting a little bit here pretty soon. That'd be fun. But back to normal business. I already talked to Niels on the phone. He made it back safely, but it was all day, all night, not till the next morning ordeal to get back home. But I told him, I said, hey, at least you got home safely and you're home for your son's birthday. So you're golden, man. You are golden. Thanks for watching.